I'm Miss Close and this is session 4. Now we've been working really hard in all of our other sessions and we've been looking at the lemon tree. Now today we're going to see if we can look at statements and questions. So we're going to be having a look at some different sentence types. So I'm going to start to share my screen and we can find out exactly what you need for this session and what we are going to be getting up to. So let's have a look. This is session number 4, and today we are going to have a go at identifying and using different sentence types. So we're going to start with a warm-up, and it's going to be lucky dip grammar. So we're going to be thinking about some words that you might have heard from session 1, 2, or 3, and we're going to have a bit of a challenge game in just a second. Then we're going to have a look and try to understand what a statement sentence is and what a question sentence is. Then we're going to identify them, so you're going to get really good at spotting which is which before we have a go at them writing them. So let's see what we need in this session. We're still going to need our pencil, we need our notebook or a piece of paper to write on, and of course we need those brains. So get them ready for our lucky dip challenge. So we're going to have a bit of a warm up and you're going to have a look at seeing if you can find out what these different words mean. Now you've heard us talking about adjectives before. We know that an adjective is when we describe something. So we've got the word green, clever, long, helpful, and beautiful. I might say the long green grass. It's making me describe the words. So it's an adjective. Then we've got nouns, and we've been really good at those. We know that a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So a cat is a thing, London is a place, and the word Sam is a name. Now, this is a new one that we haven't looked at together yet, but I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's called a verb. Now, a verb is a doing word. So at the moment, Miss Close is talking. That's my verb. You could be jogging, you could laugh, you could cook. So these are words that you have to action, you have to do. Now I've got some words on the table below me here, and I'm going to show you a word, and you've got to shout out which word you think it belongs to. So if I hold up an adjective, you've got to shout out the word adjective. It could be a noun or it could be a verb. Let's have a practice first. So here is my first word. The word is school. Now, what are you going to shout out? Is it an adjective? Is it a noun? Or is it a verb? Shout out. Well done. If you said noun, you are right. It is a place. So that would have been a noun. Okay, let's have another go. I'm going to go lucky dip and I'm going for the word hop. Shout it out. A verb, well done. You can hop on one leg, or a rabbit hops around the field. It's a verb, well done. Let's go for beautiful. It's an adjective, well done. Beautiful could describe a noun. Now let's go for one more and see if you can be super speedy this time. I'm going to go for the word jump. That's right, it's a verb. Good job. It looks like those brains are really warmed up now. So let's move on to our next part of the session where we're going to be having a look at sentence types. Now, we're going to start by looking at a sentence type, which is a statement. Now, a statement just gives information. So when I read these sentences, you will find out something. And a statement always ends with a full stop. Can we do a full stop action? We're going to go full stop. Your turn. Full stop. Well done. So I'm going to read these sentences out to you and you can see what information they give. Now the first one says, there is a big bowl on the counter, but it is empty. So by reading that sentence, I know there's a big bowl, it's on the counter, but there's nothing inside of it. And you can see that it ends in a full stop. Let's have a look at the next picture. or I can see the lemon tree in the background there. And it says, I pick lemons from the tree in our front garden. So, what information have we got from that sentence? That we pick lemons, the lemons are on the tree, and the tree's in the front garden. And it ends in a full stop. Our last statement says, the sun is starting to peep out from behind the clouds. So what have I learnt from that sentence? Oh, that the sun's starting to come up. There's clouds in the sky, but the sun can be seen. And it ends in a full stop. Well done. So, a statement gives us information and ends in a full stop. Hold that one in your head because we're going to look at a second sentence type now, and that is a question. Now, a question asks you something and it needs to have an answer. So if I ask you a question, what did you have for breakfast? You have to answer me. You have to give me an answer to that question. I had Weetabix, or I had toast. Now, with a question, it always ends with a question mark and it starts with a question word. So let's do our question mark in the air. Are you ready? We're going to go question mark. Let's try it together. Are you ready? Question mark. And let's have a look if you can spot the question mark and the question words in these sentences below. So I've got a picture here and it says, who wants to beat the pancake mixture first? So our question word is who. Who wants to beat the pancake mixture first? So that's Gogo asking who would like a turn first. And if you have a look really closely in the picture, it looks like Lungi wants to go first, doesn't it? So she might say, I want to go first, I want to. And you can spot our question mark there at the end. Let's have a little look at this next one. Do we have any eggs? Oh, look, so there's Gogo and Lungi, and Gogo is asking the question, do, which is our question word, we have any eggs? And Lungi's got to answer, oh no, Gogo, we don't have any eggs. And can you spot the question mark at the end? Yes, I can too. Okay, let's have a look at our last picture and our last sentence that says, would your Gogo like anything in return? Would is our question word and the question mark comes at the end. Would your Gogo like anything in return? So Lungi's got to say, yes, please, we would like some milk or we would like some eggs, whatever they have gone to ask for. So a question needs to have an answer. So we've got a statement, which just gives us information, and we've got a question, which means that it is a question that needs a follow-up, it needs an answer. So we're going to have a go at writing some. Now I'm going to have a go first, and then I'm going to ask you guys to see if you can write your very own statement and your very own question. So what we've got on the screen are some character names from our story, The Lemon Tree. So we've got Mama Futi, Mama Abuswe, Mama Bongi, Lungi, Sipo, and Gogo. So you might want to use some of the character names in your sentences that you are going to write. And when you come to write your question sentence, I've given you some question words at the bottom. Who, what, where, when, how, could, would, and do. So let's have a look at the picture that's on our screen. Who have we got? We've got Gogo. Oh, she looks like she's pointing somewhere. We've got Lungi and we've got Sipo. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can write a statement. So looking at that picture, what could we just say about that picture that gives us information? We could have, there are no eggs. There are no eggs. That would be a statement which explains the problem of having no eggs. And they want to make pancakes, don't they? So let me have a go. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can see my board. And I'm going to have a go at writing, there
are no eggs. That can be my statement. When you read that sentence, you find out that there's a problem. There are no eggs. Let's see how many words are going to be in my statement. There are no eggs. So I've got 4 words to write, and a statement has to end in, has to end with a full stop. Well done if you remembered. Let's see if I can have my first go of my statement. There, now that's my tricky words. And it's there as in, there are no eggs. There as in over there, not as in their jumper or their lemon tree. Remember, there's 2 types of there, isn't there? There are no eggs. There are, another tricky word, no eggs. I'm going to remember to put my S on the end of eggs because we're talking about more than one. And I'm going to put my full stop. So if you read my statement, it's going to explain there's no eggs. There are no eggs. Now the reader knows that there's a bit of a problem happening now, and I've got my full stop. So if I think back to that picture, what could I now say that's going to have a question word and a question mark at the end? I've got to try and think of a question sentence. So I'm going to think about those characters. I had Gogo, Sipo, and I had Lungi. So I might say, they're going to go and get eggs, so what do they need to take with them? Lemons. Who wants to pick lemons? Who wants to pick lemons? And then we're hoping Lungi or Sipo is going to answer Gogo. So I'm going to use my question word, who. Capital letter, as it's the start of my sentence. Who wants, remembering that's a bit of a tricky word, my A is tricking me out there. Who wants to pick, I've got my special friends there. Who wants to pick lemons? And because I've got my question words and I'm writing my question sentence, what do I need at the end? My question mark. Question mark. Okay, let's see. Have I written a statement and have I written a question? There are no eggs. That's a statement. It explains that there are no eggs. We've got a problem. Who wants to pick lemons? And I'm asking that question because I need someone to say, I'll go and pick the lemons, and we can hopefully get some eggs by giving the ladies some lemons back. That's what that picture could all be about. So I'm going to start sharing our screen again because it's going to be your turn to see if you can write a statement and if you can write a question. So using that picture to help you, can you write a statement? And using those question words at the bottom of the screen, can you write one question? You have a go at doing your super writing and we'll see how brilliant your sentences are in just a minute. Let's pause the video and have your very own go. Oh, well done. I hope you did some super writing. And did you remember your full stop? And did you remember your question mark? Now, make sure you share those sentences. You could show somebody that is close by to you or even read them back to the screen. Let's hear your statement. I hope it's got that full stop at the end. Good sentence. And now, can you read me your question sentence? Very good. I hope I could hear that question word and I hope you have remembered to put your question mark at the end. Would I be able to spot it? Now, just before we finish the session, let's see if you can guess which
sentence I have written. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment, and I'm going to put my next slide up so you can see what our next task is. Let's see if this works. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to see if you can spot the problem that I've got here. I've been busy writing my own statement and writing my own question, but I need you to help me. Can you identify which one's which? Now remember, a statement has a full stop at the end. A question has a question mark at the end. So you're going to shout out statement or question when I read them to you. Let's see if we've done a really good job today at identifying which one is which. Okay, my first sentence says, we are dancing in the rain. Yeah, if you shouted out statement, well done. It's just explaining that there are people dancing in the rain. Great job. Okay, here comes the next one. There are lemons on the tree. Statement, well done. It is a statement just telling you that on the tree there are lemons. Okay, what about this one? Who will ask Mama Bongi for some eggs? Oh, you spotted the question mark at the end, didn't you? Well done, that's a question. Now, our last sentence is missing the piece of punctuation at the end. There's no full stop or there's no question mark. So remember, get ready with your actions, because this time I want you to tell me, should there be a full stop at the end or should there be a question mark at the end? Listen carefully. What happened to Sipo's leg? What happened to Sipo's leg? Yeah, well done. We needed to have a question mark at the end. What happened? I need the answer to be that he fell out of a tree. So well done. If you did your question mark in the air, you've done a super job. You've remembered that that is a question. Now, well done today. You have written your own statement and written your own question, and you've helped me sort out which sentence type is which. So you've worked really, really hard, and I can't wait to see you in our next session very soon. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.